The harvest.
Greetings, Africa. This is Emmanuel, and here's the latest news from across the continent. Algerian Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs and the National Community Abroad, Ahmed Attaf, received today at the Minister's headquarters the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Cooperation and Nigerian Abroad of the Republic of Niger, Bakari Yo Sangari, who is on an official visit to Algeria. According to the statement from the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs, the meeting reviewed various aspects of the brotherly and neighborly relations between Algeria and Niger and explored ways to elevate them further in the context of ongoing cooperation and integration projects. At the end of their discussion, the two ministers signed an agreement concerning administrative and customs facilities to implement projects allocated to Niger by the Algerian Agency for International Cooperation for Solidarity and Development. In other news, Attaf previously held discussions with his Libyan counterpart Tahar Baour, focusing on key political issues at the UN General Assembly and Security Council. This engagement highlights ongoing efforts to strengthen regional cooperation. Voting is currently underway in Chad's Senate elections, marking the final step in the country's tension process. This election is crucial in shaping Chad's future political landscape as it moves beyond transitional era. Shifting to the Democratic of Congo, regional efforts to mediate the escalating crisis in the East have intensified. Leaders from Southern African Development Community and the East African Community have former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Niger's Olusegun Obasanjo and Ethiopia's Haile Mariam Desalegn have led peace negotiations. The announcement follows increasing humanitarian concerns and rising casualties as highlighted by DRC's Prime Minister Judith Suminwa Tuluka at the UN Human Rights Council. In Sudan, development efforts continue to negotiate the country's deepening crisis. Egypt's foreign minister reaffirmed Cairo's support for Sudan's legitimate government and rejected the formation of parallel administration. This stance comes in response to Rapid Support Force and their allies signing a charter to establish rival government in RSF's controlled area. Sudanese authorities, however, remain firm in their rejection of any attempt to divide the country. Turning to Algeria, President Abdelmadjid Tebboune reiterates his commitment to strengthening social and labor protections for Algerian workers. In his address marking the 69th anniversary of the General Union of Algerian Workers and the 54th anniversary of oil nationalization, President Tebboune emphasized the country's goal to reducing dependency on hydrocarbons and diversifying exports to the outside. Similarly, Algeria Senate President Saleh Goudil took a firm stance against those criticizing the countries from France, stating that their views align with descendants of former colonial settlers. He further denounced France's alignment with Morocco's regarding Western Sahara, drawing parallel between France's past colonial rule in Algeria and Morocco's occupation of the disputed territory in Western Sahara. Still in Western Sahara, tensions continue to rise as the French Senate President Gérard Larcher's visit to the occupied territories has been widely condemned by pro-independence activists and international observers as a violation of international law. In response, Sahrawi President Brahim Ghali reaffirms that the Sahrawi people remain committed to their struggle for full sovereignty over their own territory. Always on the Western Sahara file, at the UN Human Rights Council, an international conference on environment issues and renewable energy impact on human rights in Western Sahara is underway. The Geneva Support Group for Western Sahara is addressing Morocco's efforts to use green energy projects as a tool to normalize its occupation of the region. Turning to sports, more than 300 runners from 31 countries are participating in the 25th edition of the Sahara Marathon, an annual event held in solidarity with Sahrawi people. The marathon coincides with the 49th anniversary of the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic's founding on February 27th. Meanwhile, in Algeria, Walid Sadi has been elected as the new president of the Algerian Football Federation for a 4-year term. His leadership will be crucial in shaping the future of Algerian football and its international aspirations. And that, dear listeners, sums up today's Harvest. Stay with us for more updates at the top of the hour on the French Roundup with Siham Boughazi. Keep tuning to Ifriqiya FM, the voice of Africa.